and he's meant to be an elite striker. He's meant to be the elite finisher, or one of the best in the world. Well, before he at Bayern, before he came to Barca, he's probably one of the best finishers in the world. But 5 big chances in that game, and you missed them all.
But if you were Xavi, if once Vitor Roque comes in, you bench him.
Like, this guy doesn't make the game easy for himself. He drops way too deep when he doesn't
You see,
need
the
to.
way Barca play, they need a striker that comes in deep. They need that David Villa, Jaws type striker. The fox in the box is not what this Barca team needs. Is this whole Lewandowski thing, is it simply a case of just age? Is it just a case of, no, this guy is seriously bad? Like, I think it's obvious right now that it's over for him. Like, it's to a case right now where he now has to accept that you either be a bench player at Barca or go and see what's up at Saudi with your boy Benzema. But can we now fully say that Lewandowski he's finished? It's done.
Yeah.
Great career, great legacy, but now you are no longer relevant as an elite striker.
Yeah, I don't get this obsession with Xavi that he keeps playing him full 90 minutes every single time. I'm like, just bring him off. He's not doing anything. Like, how many big chances did he miss in that game? Was it 4 or 5? And he's meant to be an elite striker. He's meant to be the elite finisher, or one of the best in the world. Well, before he at Bayern, before he came to Barca, he's probably one of the best finishers in the world. But 5 big chances in that game, and you missed them all.
That header, man, that header was disgraceful.
I think
I think at the end, man. That was
okay, the end. No, I think
man. I thought about it. And
no. The worst for me, I think, was because it was so bad that I just said, "Oh, goal." When Rafinha did the cutback and he was right in front of goal, I was like, "Oh, that's a goal."
Oh my God,
that miss was like, it didn't even make sense. So okay. Now, so Jason, I just saw in the chat, someone said low confidence. I disagree.
No.
It's everything.
It's not.
It's old, low
There's
confidence.
so many factors. Like, he keeps playing all these games, and he's how old is he? 35. He's going to be 36 soon. What player can play 90 minutes in the top leagues consistently at that age? You can't keep doing it.
35, man.
Sure, man.
That's what I've been saying in the last chat.
He's been this season, and he got chucked straight back to the starting lineup. He wasn't eased into it, straight into the lineup again. And like, the amount of misses, like, even last week, people were giving credit for that goal. I was like, no, that's an own goal. You can't give him credit for that goal before it gets.
So basically, because I don't know what Xavi is going to do when Vitor Roque presumably comes in January. But if you were Xavi, if once Vitor Roque comes in, you bench him.
Yeah, he has to be benched. Or even if Lewandowski keeps starting the games, but then Vitor Roque gets brought on and puts in his good performances, Lewandowski is going to get ushered out the side. And I think Lewandowski needs his competition as well, because Barcelona can't have Lewandowski, their main striker, playing 90 minutes every single game through the La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Champions League, because that's 20 minutes for a 35, 36-year-old. Like, we're hearing he was getting pain injections in his ankles when he was coming back. I'm like, he's 35. He's finished.
Yeah, he's finished. The guy's finished.
I think it was that cross, and I don't know why he's going with his foot when he should go with his head. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think because when I just looking at the body language, I just see a guy who, it's over. I mean, Z-Man, is it just a case of where, and it happens to all of us? Because for me, Madrid fans may not want to agree, and I'll come to know with this. I think it's the same thing for Madrid right now, and there's no shame. You see, if he was 27 or 26, I'd be like, boom. See, I don't even want to even criticize him as much as I criticized him during that Pep era where, bro, you're at your peak, you're in your late 20s, and you're wetting the bed during the UCL. We are going to criticize you. If you're 35, I'm sorry, bro. Like. So is it a case of where don't even abuse him? You're just old. But once you're old and everything, and you're old. Everybody becomes old and washed.
Yeah, he's old, but at the same time, like, sometimes he creates his own problem. Of course, he's a pissback merchant. He's like he's hitting 90 as we speak. But at the same time, like, this guy doesn't make the game easy for himself. He drops way too deep when he doesn't need to. I think if he just stayed inside the box and then you just told him to press the center backs, he can do a job if you just tell him that. But the problem is, I don't know at what part it is Xavi not explaining to him that he needs to stay back or not even telling him, or the part where it's just innate in him that this guy wants to prove that he can play with the ball.
Yeah, and I think that's for me. I don't think that he's now that may be a Xavi problem or anything, but it's true. You're right though. If you've lost the sharpness, just become a smarter striker and become a fox in the box. But I feel that he's spent so much of his career coming in deep that he's just like, no, that's part of my game, and that has always been part of my game. But I think you're right. There's that you've got wingers who now know how to cross the ball. You have to just say, no. We don't need you coming in deep because we already have extremely talented midfielders around. We don't need you anywhere here. Stay in that box and we'll just keep on crossing, play the numbers game, and we'll eventually find you.
Can I speak on this?
Yeah, come to you, Tony.
And
The
problem with him is just like that.
Can I go after zombies?
Yeah, cool.
When this guy gets his chances, he tends to, like, it's the problem with him is like he gets simple chances inside the box as well, and he misses those chances. And he constantly keeps missing those chances, and then the guy, the guy seems like he's the type to complain to his teammates that he's not getting service and whatnot. When he's getting those type of services. It's just he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that finishing. You could tell and plus he's low on confidence, which is the worst thing, bro. A striker low on confidence is gonna try to do everything to prove himself. He's gonna try to do everything to prove himself. He's gonna overdo it, and I feel like with him, that's the case, but at the same time, it's the fact that this guy just keeps doing stupid stuff like I see times where like the likes of Pedri's ahead of him in midfield. I see him dropping deeper than that. I see times where this guy's on the flank putting in crosses. Why are you on the flank putting in crosses?
I'd also see, but my thing though is that okay, if you're gonna come in deep, at least control the ball. Because that's what is again, Zima, like I come from culture, but you have to respect your elders. But you play like if like he plays like, okay, dad, it's cool.
Yeah,
Dad, we respect, but dad, can you just come off the pitch now?
This guy's putting in crosses
exactly.
for like 4'11" midfielders, and you're putting in crosses for them and expecting them to like header it, man. And his crosses are awful, man, god awful, man. It's just and I just think that with him, it's just a matter of he's overdoing it, but the age tax, man. This guy's a piss bag merchant. Like MLS is hitting him up. Inter Miami need a strike. You know what? Make a two-way striker.
Zimon, do you know what I don't want? This is what I don't want. I don't want a situation where he goes to the MLS and then he's actually ends up one of the top scorers in the MLS, bro. That would just make the MLS look really bad.
He would be though, HH.
Yeah.
But
no, he can
MLS.
He can do. I gotta be honest. There's Zuberman, bro. Like this guy could definitely dunk on those type of forwards. I mean, I still think he has good movements and whatnot. It's just his finishing is trash because. And here's my thing with Lua at La Liga. In La Liga, Lua's too much of a nice guy. He's too nice of a striker. He just wants to play. These La Liga defenders will try to get inside your head. And this guy complains all the time to these guys. And it's just like, that's the difference between high BMI Suarez. High BMI Suarez just, this guy would find a way, even though he was kind of useless towards the end Champions League.
A high BMI is crazy, bro.
No. High BMI Suarez would find an angle. He would find a way, and he would get inside the heads of the defenders. This guy, when he's facing,
Ski in that the ski in that.
He doesn't fit our team.
He's too nice of a guy. That's the problem with him. Another thing that's the problem with this guy.
Yeah. So okay, let me come to Antonio then, and Zombies then AK. So Antonio.
Okay. You can hear me, right? HH?
Yeah.
So with Lewa, it's just like, I think it's a combo of things. He's old. He's definitely low on confidence. I don't know how you can't think that, because every time I watch him play when he's in front of goal, it's like he second guesses himself. Like today, I think he dribbled past like it wasn't even really a dribble, but he cut back onto Oblak and then he kicked it right at him. But he totally missed the goal. It was like, dude, what are you doing? I don't know. He just didn't hit the ball right. And I feel like he's not only not getting in the right positions, he's dropping deep, and he looks horrible with link-up play. This is not a a striker that can do that at this point anymore. And I don't know why he doesn't want to stay up as much. But then I gotta be honest though. I kind of understand why he comes back to drop deep a little bit, because sometimes he's just out of the game for too much, and I feel like he doesn't know what to do. And because Rafinha is not that good, bro. Our midfielders,
you have to understand that but Tony, there are two types of strikers. There are those strikers who are happy not touching the ball for 80 minutes. Give them a sniff and then they will score. And they're happy because they understand that. Like someone like Haaland. Haaland is very happy not touching the ball for like 60, 70 minutes. Because he knows that all I need is a chance to score. Lewandowski, for the plethora of his career, I have to be involved in the game. I've got to keep... Because if he doesn't have any touches, But you have to understand that is a new thing for a striker. And you have to hone those skills because that is about patience. Patience and concentration, where you don't touch the ball, but you just have to be active, keeping it active, because once that chance comes, hit it, boom.
But I think
Lewandowski is not that kind of a striker.
He just can't cope with it. I don't know if it's because he's like, I don't think he realizes that he's this bad, honestly. Or maybe he does, but he's like, oh, I'm going to come back, I'm going to score. But it is really bad, because every time I watch him, I'm like, dude, like today he had at least, 4 key chances that was like, you have to score that, man. And I don't know. I feel a little bit bad for him at times, though, because Rafinha on the right wing, sometimes he gets a good cross in, but man, he's horrible too. I know we've already talked to him, but dude, I kind of understand, like, he doesn't get the best service sometimes from our other forwards, but he gets still enough where you're like, dude, I don't care what's happening. You got to score that. And he needs to just realize it. But here's the real problem. Xavi, I love Xavi, but he needs to wake up and start benching the guy. I don't know why he's not benching him. And like today, why did he take off Joao and not Lewa? Lewa was horrible today. He did not deserve to keep playing. He doesn't deserve to play 90 minutes. He doesn't deserve to keep starting. The only problem is that I think Xavi's afraid, because sometimes when you start Ferran, he's not good. Sometimes he's good. He's very weird like that. And we don't have to be honest, the biggest problem with Barca is our defense is really good. Our midfield's good. We do need a DM. But our forward line is, okay, we got Joao sometimes cooking. He's very talented, so he can get past players. So
I mean, but
the thing with Joao is that
it's not it's MSN. The attacker it's MSN.
It's not a consistent goal scorer in there anymore. And so Rafinha, okay, he just is a threat sometimes when he crosses, but he's less said about him. Lewa, a ghost. And Joao, because he's such a good player in the sense that he can take people on at times and he can play link-up play, it's good, but he's inconsistent. So I don't know what Barca does. I'm a little worried with the forward attack, because I know we're getting Vitor Roque in, but I don't know if he's going to immediately make an impact, because I'd understand if he didn't, for sure.
Zombies, let me come to you and then AK, then move to the next topic. Zombies.
So with Lewandowski, just watching him today made me cringe, because the fact that you had literally 4 key chances to score and literally he did not make none of them. So, and it brings me back to the last stream where, you said that it's just the old age, and honestly it is. It's just the age tax, because he's now at that age where, it's gone. Like, literally his last season was literally the last peak of his season. Yeah. And now it's gone. And Z-Man brought up a good point too about the dude having to keep taking, the pain shot killers. That just lets you know straight off the bat that, he doesn't have it anymore. And this brought up to me too. I noticed that, and this is when he was in Bayern and in Dortmund, where he would barely touch the ball when he was a striker, and when he would get it, he would do all these solid, strikes, and then he would, make that goal. But with Barcelona, when he, gets the ball every time, he does. Here's the thing: he'll take that chance, but 9 times out of 10, that chances, will not be fulfilled. And
I think he's just old.
He's not good against low blocks. He's not good against low blocks, I've noticed.
And
in Bundesliga, it's more open. And in La Liga, I'm saying that
even as a 35-year-old, put this guy in Bundesliga, I still think this guy's... He's just because let's just be real. Didn't he win the Pichichi Award last season? He did.
Yeah, but he was
And-
okay. Let's keep it a buck though, HH. He did win the Pichichi Award, but he stat padded the first half of the season. After the World Cup,
And
he was
that's and you
horrible.
know what?
No,
I'm glad you
listen,
brought that up. I'm glad you
and that's why I
brought
said
that up.
like
He was horrible after the World Cup.
every player you can chat when the decline starts. It is very simple. So since that World Cup, that I think is where the Lewandowski decline has begun. And it's very simple. So my thing is put him in okay, apart from MLS, put him anywhere. I still think you're going to see the same issues.
He
So
just
yeah,
doesn't fit
And that-
Barca.
and you know what?
He's
That's
not.
why
He doesn't
I'm
fit their style.
And that's why I'm glad Antonio brought that up, because like literally after the World Cup, the second half, like he was so inconsistent. It's like definitely like in the end, because like that has showed me that his age is starting to catch up to him. And for a guy who complains and says that he doesn't have any help, which he does at some points, but 9 times out of 10, they're not helping. You yourself, should try to do more. And what I don't understand about him is where you go deep and try to help the midfielders, but you get the ball taken away from you that quick.
how do we know that Xavi hasn't fully instructed him and said, yo, Lewandowski, I want you to stay in the box? If Xavi says, oh no, play your game, the Lewandowski will then play his game.
That's Xavi's fault. Stay in the box and do what you're good at. You're 36 years old. Play like you're 36 years old. Don't play like you're 16. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's also a pride thing. You have to understand that at a point, this guy was probably the best striker in the world. This is a guy that has won the treble. So I do feel like if there's a pride thing about him. But I think that with these games mounting up, it is obvious right now that we're now building a large resume where, look, we cannot pick like a good number of games where you've been seriously ineffective or you're seriously no longer that dude. So
He's not scary in front of goal.
Yeah, exactly. Like this, I mean, even his finishing has leveled off. Let's be honest. I mean, he's not as clinical as he was previously. He's not. He doesn't give you the same feel in front of goal as previous Lewandowski
So, like,
did.
why is he so
It's
bad
like
in
his
front of goal?
IQ.
Like, what
it's
is
like
it?
his eye test is like officially dropped.
but I'm telling you, like it's not complicated. It's further time.
Yeah.
Finishing
This bad,
comes
though,
with
this bad,
finishing
where you're
comes
in front
with
of goal.
It comes with instinct. It comes
yeah,
with
see,
like,
it's instinct and it comes with sharpness.
yeah. Exactly.
As you grow older, you lose that chance. 2015.
He would have
That
made
chance
it.
at the
he
end,
scores that.
that is
Very sad.
easy money.
No,
Bottom
Lewa
left,
from
easy
3
money.
years ago would have made that. Lewa from 3 years ago.
Oh
would've
no,
made
yeah.
that.
Even say 3. Yeah, even say 3 years ago, easy money. Takes
Yeah, I
get past
think-
the defender, boom. But you could just see that. It's everything. It's age, it's confidence, and that is a very horrible mix. You see, many strikers go through low confidence when they're at the peak. But when your quality, that low confidence always lasts for a small amount of time, then you get a goal, then you're back. The issue right now is, even if he gets a goal now, that's not going to change anything because you have that lack of sharpness. And here's the most important thing.
One other thing.
You see, the way Barca play, they need a striker that comes in deep. They need that David Villa, Jaws type striker. The fox in the box is not what this Barca team needs. So my thing is that, okay, fine, the fox in the box. Does that actually help with this team? No. What helps this team is a rolling striker.
He doesn't fit our style at all.
The point then is you spend 50 million on him. That could have been well spent on a young up and coming striker that could have been scouted or something.
AK,
like that.
no, hold on. Okay, now let me. You said that though. AK, who won the league last year? Who was top scorer last year?
That is true. But
Okay, but
So-
hold on.
so-
hold
so
on.
my thing is-
I'm signing HH. I mean,
Hold
It's
on.
it was short term. Check out the new updated official websites at halfhopefootballhot.com. And remember to check for the daily player of the day videos.